My name is Kat Wagner, and I've been a fan of the Easy Real Estate Offer platform since before I became part of their team. I first heard about them through word of mouth, which is always a good sign. Here, I'm going to quickly lay out to you why I advocate for everything that Easy Real Estate Offer can do for the real estate industry, the agents, and the consumers. And just sum it up for you. First, the Easy Real Estate Offer platform is a huge value add in your marketing because you have the option to go out there and say, I can list your home for as low as 0% commission and still get paid.
The 0% concept alone, it's a conversation starter. It's a phone call generator. It's a meeting generator. It's an opportunity to get in front of people because consumers are going to be curious.
You make an offer that's so good that someone feels stupid saying no. That's a game changer. I am using the Easy Real Estate platform and the unique selling proposition to get in the door. Once I'm in the door, I'm typically leaving with a listing agreement.
When we have buyers or sellers looking to use the platform who say, hey, I need an agent, we pair them with an Easy certified agent, and that's a lead for you.
It has only been a week and I've received 4 seller leads. One which wants to sell immediately, another that wants to sell within less than 3 months, and the 2 others less than 6 months.
I got certified today and within an hour had my first lead. So I highly recommend it. Looks like they're doing something totally different.
Getting leads isn't the end of the story, right? You still have to go do a listing presentation. And when you get on a listing appointment, you get met with the same common objections over and over. There's price objections, we're weary about working with an agent, will you lower your commission? We don't want people trampling through the house all these different days. Well, what's really great about the Easy Real Estate Offer platform is it's a way that you can tackle all of those objections.
So then I presented the Easy Real Estate Offer. And what I did is I actually looked at your website and I found examples. Once they saw it, I'm like, here's one that's done right. And we walked through it and they had 20 bids or something, like this one's done right, you can see. And I showed them the comps, and like the comps, basically market value was what their top bid amount was. So they essentially were able to list that home and get market value paying 0 listing commission. Once they saw that, they're like, yeah, we want to do this.
And I said, if I can sell your house at 0% commission, can you think of any reason why you wouldn't want to do that? And I shut up, wait for answer. And then all of a sudden, the eyes lit up saying, you can sell my house for 0% commission. I said, I will not only sell your house for 0% commission, I will show you how you can net more than you would if you was to list it on a traditional way. I said, what do you got to lose? They says, well, nothing, let's give it a shot. Both those gentlemen signed a listing agreement that weekend and I went to work.
Now you've got the house listed and it's time to do an open house. You know, if you're doing the things that you should be doing anyway, Easy Real Estate Offer platform will help you take this a magnitude higher in terms of your return on your time and monetary spend to promote your open house.
The moment I arrived at the property, there were 30 people waiting out in their cars. We hadn't put out a sign in front of the house. We were there 20 minutes early just to get to the front of the house, everything ready, make sure everything is set. But I didn't really count on the rain. And I'm thinking, okay, low attendance. You know, we ended up with 175 people at that showing within that 3 hours. Probably at least 75 people who came had no agent.
I had so much interest on this house. I kid you not. We had 52 showings on this house. When we did our open house, we had over 30 to 35 groups walking through in the 3 hours we went through that. And it was crazy. We probably had 4 or 5 of the bidders come through probably 3 or 4 times.
Now the real meat is where the bidding actually takes place. So before someone's able to go and make an offer on the Easy Offer platform, they do have to sign a buyer's addendum. It's 1 page. It's super simple. It's fully transparent. And the beauty is everybody's signing it first. So there's no last minute, hey, we made an offer, but it's really not that serious. And again, as a listing agent, you're setting the terms. So you can list right in the buyer's addendum whether you want a 5% buyer's premium. Maybe you'll split 2.5% to the buyer's agent.
I did 8.5% on that one too, because he paid me 2.5%. I'm getting a buyer's premium 6% on the back end. The buyer agent got 2%. Since then, I've elevated what I'm paying to a buyer agent. I'm going to be malleable with that. We have the ability to do that as long as his client's informed, and that agent will get paid. So in other words, it's going to be much easier because you can't ask for the closing cost credit now. I'm thrilled with it.
As the offers start coming in, you pick your starting price, and that transparency often creates a FOMO, a fear of missing out.
It was invigorating to see how the bids were coming in. Our first bid was $553, and then we ended up with $613,000 on the platform, and we ended up with 33 bids on the platform.
And then within the last few minutes, it's like back and forth, it's ping pong, and you'll see big jumps. Like one person's like, well, the heck with this, $2,000 at a time, I'm gonna go 10,000. We started at 675 and the bidding went up to 781.
Now the real magic is after people have done their bidding and the bid event ends is that the listing agent can say, all right, We're going to look at these top 3, let's just say, and we're going to say, hey, what are your terms?
We give the seller the right to accept, the right to reject, or, and this is where it differentiates from auction, the right to negotiate with any and all offers. I can sit down confidently with my seller and say, we have $3,000 more here, but they want an inspection. And if you're not really sure that it's going to pass with flying colors, then let's look at bidder B or buyer B, who is all cash, close in 14 days, no inspections, no contingencies. That's a deal that I think my seller is going to want to take and jump on. That's why I love this platform so much.
We looked at the top 6 and the client chose one. It was a cash offer and 0 contingencies, and he was going to take the tenants with the property.
When the seller accepts an offer, they're happy with the terms, proceeds like any other real estate transaction, except for one thing. However you set out your terms, say you add a buyer's premium, that is actually part of the final purchase sale agreement price. Now, last but not least, there's no shortage of agents saying, hey, look, I actually had a bigger payday. My sellers made more money. It's a win-win all around. This person really got the house that they wanted. So all parties get to win.
We're closing deals left and right. We're getting paid. I'm getting paid more than I was on my other deals. That system is working, and I'm building my whole business on it moving forward.
Alton, do you wish you would have started this 6 months ago?
Yeah, I was too busy trying to figure out and, versus just taking action on it. But it's just, man, I wished I had done this 6 months ago.
We would not have gotten the listing had we not have had the Easy platform as an option. And so if you guys are on the fence about doing it or have questions about it, I would just say literally just get some more information, understand the platform, because it's definitely a tool that you're going to want to have in your tool belt when going out on listing appointments.
I definitely recommend Easy Offers platform. You will not regret it.